week Sunday, Arsenal take on Fulham in the early kickoff, and you can win yourself a share of £500 in AFTV Picks. All you got to do is select your options and a share of £500 can be yours. Click the link in the description right now. You've got to be over 18 and a share of £500 could be on its way to you. This week Sunday, Arsenal take on Fulham in the early kickoff, and you can win yourself a share of £500 in AFTV Picks. All you got to do is select your options and a share of £500 can be yours. Click the link in the description right now. You've got to be over 18 and a share of £500 could be on its way to you.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. You've tuned into the build-up with me, Cecil Jee and James B, and we'll be looking ahead of the massive game.
It's our second attempt at this as well.
Yeah, it's our second attempt at this.
Sorry, West Brom. Technical difficulties, but we're here.
West Brom versus Arsenal. Yes, apologies, guys. We came and left. Technical difficulties. In that time, we had a bit of a laugh. Well, first I want to actually highlight James and what he's wearing today. He looks like he's just come from the beach or the park. He's got his hat on. Where have you been? Where did you go before this?
He was in Regent's Park.
Told you. You look like you just want to
out
with
friends. Birthday,
friends.
So we were sat outside. Yeah.
Look at you, no Arsenal merch, just a nice little outfit. You look like you're
Listen, I feel so detached from this club right now. I'm still here. I want to win, supporting the team. But I was trying to enjoy my life.
No, I get that. It's a beautiful day. I'm trying to figure out everything we can speak about apart from Arsenal and how poor we've been this season. I've actually been affected this week. People keep sending me clips. Things of like DT said, we're gonna be top of the league, we're gonna challenge Troops as well, saying Man United.
Troops, the clip of him went viral as well.
Everyone keeps, it's like,
listen, we've all done it.
We've all done it. Yeah, listen, I've done it.
I put my neck out on the line for Arteta as well.
Yeah, I was taking my time with it.
Yeah, oh my God, you actually, that might be the worst.
That's embarrassing. Man was shoulder shaking, and now we're 10th.
Now 10th.
Now 10th. Yeah, great. I just want to quickly say as well. I said we spoke about NDL. Nico, if you guys, congratulations, got to come fourth. I think that's is it fifth? Fifth,
I think.
Massive achievement.
Biggest independent party apparently in the capital.
That is mental.
I don't know if that's changed, but yeah.
Yeah, big up Nico and the NDL.
Absolutely amazing.
I said the NDL, yeah. I said I'm going to talk about it. And James goes, I'm sure it's NLD. I said, no, it's definitely NDL. He said, NLD. I said, no, Nico Defence League. Goes, oh, NLD's the North London derby. It's in your veins though, I like it. Arsenal's in the veins. Everything goes back.
I see those letters and I just think, Spurs. I hate them.
Anything NLD, NDL.
But fair enough. He did it for vibes. I wish Arsenal could do something for vibes for once, honestly.
Something impressive for vibes instead of freaking fall out of every European competition. That'd be great.
Even the Conference League, we were go check out AFTV VIP and the Forever Arsenal podcast where Turkish and I are having a bit of a laugh about what the Conference League song might be. I mean,
it must be tragic.
Yeah. Listen, I've always said, we did a live stream before the Villarreal game, and I was sort of trying to wind up Turkish to say, look, it's a great song, you can't lie. And I popped up a comment going, come on Turkish, let's not lie, that song slaps. Turkish was like, What are we talking about here?
Oh, Turkish, he's so pessimistic.
So funny.
But right, let's actually get to why we're here. Let's do our job. Let's talk about West Brom and Arsenal. And before we go into that, I know James wanted to look at who we're being linked to. Arsenal, as Arsenal being linked to.
I have a gripe.
Summer. And yeah, James.
You think
the
football would be the gripe, but I've got a bigger gripe.
Yeah, with the players. Well, they said we're going to be spending big. I'll be intrigued to hear who you've heard that we're looking to sign in the summer. Yeah, let us know.
Well, we might as well go into it. So I think my gripe is, I want to keep this light-hearted today because it doesn't really matter. It kind of matters, but it doesn't matter. We'll talk about later why it might matter. But this is the time where the season's over. You start hearing all the transfer rumours, and obviously Daniel Ek supposedly making a bid. It's not really happened, or if it's happening very quietly behind the scenes.
Correct.
And in the meantime, the Cronkies are going to do what they can, supposedly. Now, I say supposedly. I get a lot of heat for this, but I'm going to be really honest. My gripe has always been Stan. It's less been Josh. I think, obviously, I don't really know how they do things, but, Josh is more available to the club than Stan ever has been. He's the one who kind of faces the fans, and he's the one who does the interviews, and he's the one who's kind of at the front. So just for the fact that he takes most of kind of the flack from the fan base gives me a little bit more respect for him, I suppose. Yeah. Also, I don't think he has the final say on things. Like, it might just be really good PR, but there's a little part of me that thinks that actually, if he could just release the funds and inject more into the club, then maybe he would. Or he really is just carrying out his... What I'm trying to say is maybe he is just like Stan. But my biggest gripe's always been with Stan Kroenke. Anyway, so let's say the funds are available. That's what all the reports are saying. All the big reporters that you've seen, the Telegraph, the Times, everywhere, everyone's saying, it's got so bad for Arsenal. The Cronkies don't want to sack Arteta. They believe in him and his project. And so ultimately, they've come to the conclusion they've got to invest big. And the words I keep hearing is that they're going to, what's the word? Subsidise, I suppose. They're going to basically give the green light for 3 big signings. Okay. And then whatever else maybe we need, or whatever else comes around.
We need a lot more than 3.
I think we need 4 or 5 minimum.
5 minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
I can think of
ideally
the top of my
a few
head.
more.
Yeah.
So,
right. Yeah.
So that's really interesting because you're thinking, okay, who could they be looking at? It's all right releasing the funds, but they'll be looking at Edu and Arteta to build this squad. Can they trust them to do it? For everything we've said about the Cronkies, which is absolutely right, and I want them to sell and move on, they're not signing the players. So even if they release the funds, you need everyone below to do their jobs. So I'm looking at some of the players we've been linked, and I'm going to go through some of the sort of areas that I've had an issue with. Let's start with Andre Onana, Ajax goalkeeper we've been linked with. Good goalkeeper. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't have a problem with being linked with Onana as a player. It's more the profile in terms of not profile. It's more the position of a goalkeeper.
Yeah. First choice? He's looking? Do you think he'll?
Yeah, he'd come in as number 1.
Okay.
He's a good keeper. So his main kind of attributes are comparable to Emi Martinez. Very good distribution. Good on the ball. Yep. Obviously does it the Ajax way. Ajax, Barcelona, that kind of playing out the back's always been part of their DNA. So that's the kind of keeper we're looking at. He's 6'3", he's very commanding as well. So I like all that. Tick, tick, tick. Do I want him as our goalkeeper next season? Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. I'd be happy with that.
So what's the gripe?
This is my gripe. Why on earth is goalkeeper the area that we're looking at right now? If Arsenal do their business and then let's say Arsenal do their business and Leno wants to go and we need to replace him. Yeah, cool, great. I've read some of the figure was like 7 million. It'd be great business. I'm happy with that. My issue, and of all the positions, this is the one I've got least issue with, but I still have a bit of an issue. Yeah. My issue is that we need a right back, we need a backup left back. I see Arsenal quite a lot over the years address positions that I've thought, okay, I don't mind that you're signing this player, but is this what we need right now? I think Thomas Partey is a really good example of that. Thomas Partey, yes, he's had a bad season, but he's an obvious upgrade on what we've got. Yeah. He's a better DM than Xhaka. Some people are going to disagree. I think he is. He's obviously better than El Neni. Yep. He's better than Ceballos in that role. But we didn't. If we had to sign one of Partey or an Aouar or a number 10, we needed the number 10 more. And this is my issue with Arsenal, why I've got fears going into this window. Do I want Partey? Yes. Is he an upgrade on the players we've got in that position? Yes. But we're quite well stocked in that defensive midfield role. I'd rather have kept Torreira, kept Guendouzi, and signed a number 10. Obviously, in a perfect world, you sign Partey and a number 10, but the problem is with the Cronkies, you're not going to get that.
Yeah.
And I think Onana just strikes me as that kind of signing a little bit. Like, why are we throwing whatever it is away before we've addressed the other positions?
Who do you blame? Edu and the scouts at the club?
I wouldn't say I blame. I say I'm just apprehensive. I'm just going to wait and see. If they bring in Onana, but then they address every other position, then I'll be like, cool, fine.
So he's one of the big three signings that is he
I don't know.
one of the okay, cool. Because I'm expecting them to do a couple big name players to kind
I hope so.
Throw smoke in front of our faces to try and distract us away from the real message, Kroenke out. So this one to me is not one of those big signings, but I mean, I'd be happy. I'd be happy as well.
Listen, I'd be happy, but this is going to set the tone for the next three players I'm going to tell you about. What are the comments saying
We've got
about...
some super chats.
People chatting about Onana?
A lot of people saying Basuma. I'm just going to do Shadman393. Thank you, Shadman, a regular as well. I feel so received by this club. Okay, by this club that even if they manage to sign prime R9, Ronaldinho and Figo, I still don't care. A lot of them are past it right now. Sweet talking us again. They need to leave. Kroenke out, Arteta out, Edu out, Vinay out. Scatter the Wind says your squad is much better than you think. Arteta is just awful. Doesn't know how to get the most out of them.
I think it's a bit of both. Yeah,
I do.
It's a bit of both.
Yeah, a lot of people saying Basuma. Emiliano Martinez is back, says Don Rob. It's not Don Robbie, but Don Robbie's the commenter. Yeah, our players need to play with freedom, says S. Shah AFC. I think people are just saying, you mentioned Emmy
There's
Martinez.
a lot of shouts for Basuma, are there?
Yeah, a lot of shouts for Basuma.
Well, guess who I got next?
Or sign, mad.
Yves Basuma.
Sign Dunk from Brighton also says Big Ginger Ninja. Yeah, he says sign Dunk as well. Do you know what? I did read something about we are very close to sign a few players from Norwich. And we're going to go into that.
I'd take a few of them.
Yeah, would you? So I want to go into that because I don't know if they're not media, no, that's the wrong word. They're not average players at Norwich. They could definitely fit into the squad, but are we settling for that level or you're not agreeing with that? Do you think, do you know what? No, they could walk in and do a job.
That leads nicely onto this Basuma thing. So Basuma and Onana, to be fair, are exactly the profile of player I want to be looking at in terms of. I'm not trying to disrespect Ajax fans. I know Ajax have been winning the league, for the last few years or however long, and they did brilliant in the Champions League a few years ago. But I definitely want to be signing players who aren't Barca, Madrid rejects, PSG rejects.
Yeah.
I want to sign players who have done very, very well at a level below Arsenal. It's funny to think that there might be even a level below us.
There is right now.
but that we can go and they want to raise their game and they see us as a step up and they feel maybe they've got something to prove.
Yeah.
Basuma absolutely ticks the boxes. Very good player. Box to box, dynamic. He's good on the ball. He can play as the DM or the box to box. I think next to Partey, I think they'd be excellent.
Oh, it'd be a dream.
But here's my issue. Again, I've got another gripe.
Another one?
Yeah. No, I've got a gripe with all these players I'm going to mention now.
Oh, here we go.
I don't think we need Basuma. Sorry, I don't think Basuma is the player we need. I like him a lot. But I'm looking at Arteta and what he's done. Because, we've just got to accept something. Arteta's here for the start of next season, right?
Okay.
So we may as well try to give him the bloody players he wants that fit his system.
Do you not think he gets sacked at the end of the season?
No, I don't think he's going to. No, I think he's here. I think he's going to be here September.
We spoke about this last night with Turkish, and he was like, I'd be shocked if they keep him.
Turkish said he'd be
Yeah.
shocked if we keep Arteta going into next season. I wouldn't be shocked. It's exactly what I'm expecting.
Okay, carry on. Okay, carry on.
So you think he played a midfield three where he had Partey, Odegaard and Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
But then when it wasn't Smith Rowe, Ceballos. And I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, so you basically, you're kind of saying you want a creator, but that's how Man City used to do it when Arteta was there. They had two creators along either side of a defensive midfielder, which was Partey. Basuma's not a creator.
No.
He's a very good player. He's box to box, he's got energy. He's not a creator though. So I don't really know why we'd be signing him. And this is what I'm really worried about, that we're going to sign players because we think it might appease a fan base or because they've had a good season. He's been very good for a few years now, but if Arteta's done numerous I think it's interviews or whatever with Spanish press where he said, long term I want to play the 4-3-3, but we don't have the players to do that. I don't think adding Basuma is adding the players to play the 4-3-3 personally.
Yeah.
So if we sign him, I'd be happy. But I'd wonder, so he's going to play Partey and Basuma as 2 DMs?
That's what I think he will go with, personally, and have one in front, Odegaard in the 10 by
Odegaard
himself,
or Smith Rowe rotating.
And I know that might sound odd because
I'd like that.
I'd like that, and I agreed with you. I think the 4-3-3 was what Arteta was his dream formation with one sitting. However, watching Partey against Villarreal the other night,
he needs a partner.
Yeah, for me, he does. He was complete. Yeah, like you just said, he was overrunning that midfield. So.
But if we sign him, I'd be delighted. I think he's a really, really good player, really good age, and I think he's ready for the next step. If he plays alongside Partey, and we almost play like, a back 4, 2 holding midfielders, and then a 3 and a 1, I'd be cool with Basuma and Partey being the 2. I think that'd be, actually, you'd struggle to find many better partnerships in the league, genuinely.
Yeah.
But then it's on Arteta to get the most of that. But then I'm thinking, you can't then go back to the 4-3-3 now, because I don't think Basuma possesses the creativity to fill that kind of role in a midfield 3, unless he's going for a more Liverpool-style midfield 3. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm fully with you here.
People might be listening to me going, of course he can play in midfield 3. It's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about style and a
philosophy.
Philosophy, a type of player.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's
not.
Let me put it this way: would Basuma play for Man City? Forget level. I'm talking ability.
Not in the role we're arguing here. He wouldn't play in the attacking.
He's not a Gundogan. He's not a Bernardo Silva. He's not a Phil Foden. He's not a De Bruyne.
No.
He's not even a Rodri. He's maybe a kind of Fernandinho, breaks up the play and distributes from deep. That's the closest thing.
Yeah.
But there's no the team that suits him best is Liverpool. Basuma would be amazing at Liverpool. That kind of workman-like midfield 3. I'm not sure that's what we're going for though.
No.
So that's gripe number 2. I don't know what people are saying in the
we're going to get
comments.
down to the bottom of the comments. KD says C and J. Who are your big signings you would like in summer?
I think we should answer that once we've done these 4, because I think it leads on nicely to sort of clearing that up. But
Basuma said no. Sorry, Polly Mason says Basuma will replace Xhaka. What does Xhaka create?
No, fine, but Xhaka's role has been to drop into the back 3. When we have the ball, that's where Jack has been moving to. We're not signing Basuma to be one of the midfield 3, are we?
Yeah,
sorry, one of the back 3.
Agreed. Houston says Partey is a more box-to-box, but we haven't seen that because of style of play, because of Arteta, or just because, I know his role for our team right now is defensive midfielder, and it's more the defence side instead of box-to-box. But that signing Basuma might unlock Partey to do the box-to-box.
Maybe alternate. Look, teams used to play 4-4-2, and both midfielders did everything. One went forward, one covered, one went wide, one covered. So maybe there'll be a bit of that. But as I'm saying, it doesn't suit or what's the word? It doesn't feel like it fits with what Arteta's been saying he wants to do. You know what I mean?
Quickly, TTM Pred says sign Monroe. Haha. Harvey was in the comments earlier saying who's going to want to come right now to Arsenal as well, which is fair enough, Harvey. That's another thing we can do. We've got to debate. The players...
Basuma would come.
Yeah, I think he would as well. But the players we're looking to sign have to want to come. Ishan sent a super chat. I've got a few super chats. I'm going to smash through them. Big up to Cecil for defending James when someone called him naive the other day. Big up to you both. Big fan of your opinions. I got your back, bro.
You do have my back.
And to be fair, if I'm completely honest, listen, we're just fans. And sometimes we are going to have naive moments. So we might have things that we blunder up, or might not have all the knowledge, but yeah, man, come on. Most of the time, I've been around James 24/7. The guy knows his, I'm not gonna swear.
Stop it.
Stuff right down to the, I don't know, since the books were made. He's a walking Arsenal dictionary and football.
You're very, very kind.
Analyst. So yeah, Duncan D says, would you sign?
No, but thank you. By the way, thank you. That's very, very sweet of you.
Yeah,
and honestly, it doesn't faze me, but it's very sweet.
Yeah, no, of course. If I'm, so would you sign? I just heard what they said in the back. Get a room. Right. All right. Jesus, crispy. Would you sign Korean forward? I'm not going to say it because I haven't heard of him, and I feel like I'm getting caught out. Great potential and has a devastating finish. Thank you.
Do you want me to see?
No. No, it's bad. Is it bad? It's bad. Can't say that. Guys, leave me alone. Duncan D, you. Ashwin's back. Ashwin says, wait, hold on. Sorry, from India. I'm not going to say his second name. I don't want to get caught out. Guys, loudest. Should sign Matthias Pereira from West Brom and Edin Dzeko. His experience and height in the box, which we are missing.
No.
I think Edin Dzeko he's past it now.
It's time.
Pereira, we might see him in a second. Rupelareno, Partey's overrated. Has been so average this season.
Yeah, but someone...
Guys!
Eden Hazard had bad years, but he's still one of the best players to ever play in the
Do you know
Premier
what I
League.
mean?
Like, it's, I think people are too short-sighted sometimes.
Yeah, Thierry started bad. He was on the wing and he took ages to get into motion. God, come on, people.
You look at... Do you know what annoys about the Thomas Partey criticism? If there's ever evidence of a team dragging down a player, it's Partey and Arsenal.
100%.
Because this guy was unbelievable for Atletico. Right, he got to, I think he got to Champions League finals, or he pretty much got to one. Won a Europa League with them, played at the highest level. He went to Anfield and bossed it in the midfield too. Like, come on, it's not on him.
Last two actually. P. Rara says Nabil Fekir. That's how you say it, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's a good player.
He's a good player.
That's his pronunciation I
He's
get
a
worried
good
about.
player.
He is. I didn't mess that one up. Is a good shout in my opinion. Attacking mids, his stats this season speak for itself in Real Betis.
Good player, yeah.
And then lastly, Ram says, shouldn't we talking about subtractions, not additions? That's way more crucial.
We kind of did actually last week. Do
That's
you remember?
great super chat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, it is. But do you remember we did the whole the squad
Yeah.
who's going to be here, and so yeah, don't worry, we're very focused on the subtractions as well.
100%. And there'll be an end of season show where we'll go through all that as well. Who needs to go?
A full-time special or something.
That'd be nice. All right.
It would be.
Sorry, that was quite a long section.
No, it's all right. I'm going to fly through these last two. So they're not players we've been linked with; they're just positions. So we've been linked with a centre back. I think I'm going to keep it really short.
My guy.
Don't sign another centre back, Arsenal.
No.
Mavropanos has been doing very well. Give him a chance. And oh my word, how many more walls and hurdles do we want to put in front of William Saliba? Give him a chance. That's it. Just give him a chance.
We keep getting linked to centre backs. I don't know why. I keep seeing it.
It's just stupid. But also I keep hearing, Arteta really wants to strengthen with another centre half. Why? You've already got Mari and Gabriella, his signings. We spent 27 million on Saliba. He gave Luiz a new contract and Holding a new contract. He keeps playing Chambers. How many more centre-backs does he want?
Oh, yeah, Arteta's got to go. I'm so sorry.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. He wants more centre-backs. He's
No.
playing with false nines. How do you score? How are we going to what's he doing?
I'm going through that really quickly. And last one, we want a new striker, apparently. Listen,
I'm not too angry at that.
No, I'm not overly angry at it, but I just think you sort out what's happening with Lacazette. If he's not signed a new contract, you let him go. We've just given Aubameyang another 2 years. Well, last year we gave him 3 years, so he's got 2 years left. I think you've got to put some stock into him because if he finds form, he's still a great player. Then you've got Martinelli and Balogun. Again, how many more hurdles do we want to put in front of these young players who have this potential? Yeah. What do we sign Balogun on for if he's not going to have the game time? So as far as I'm aware, I hear that we're being linked to those two players, but mainly those positions, those four, and it just frustrates me. I'm thinking, how can I trust the recruitment team to get it right?
100% agree. Right. Guys, let us know in the comments right now. I'll read them out. 4 positions. I'm not giving 4. You said 5. Let's do 4.
Let's do 4, yeah.
4 positions that we need to strengthen this summer. Put it in the chat. I'll read them out. Me and James will then, whilst you're doing that, speak about, what should we say, 5 players we want or 4?
Let's do 4 positions, and we can just shout out some potential players.
Okay.
But I think I know exactly what I want. I think. Oh God, this is hard.
I want Kante. Mad one. I know. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
But I love.
You know that Messi bloke? He's all right. He's not too bad.
Yeah.
But he's out of contract.
He'll come to Arsenal, surely. No, I know. I want Basuma, guys. That is. No, my first choice is Kante. It's not going to happen, but I think that he would be great in an Arsenal shirt. But if not, Basuma for me, fitted replacement. I wouldn't mind a striker. I don't know who right now.
My positions are.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I want.
Sorry. I was just going off on a tangent.
You were just there, just contemplating life. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want a first choice right back.
Mm-hmm.
I want a backup left back.
Correct.
And I want 2 central midfielders, one of which can be the kind of Odegaard number 10, and the other is like a deeper creator.
Do you think we need that number 10 if we sign Odegaard? Still.
So are we saying 4 including Odegaard or 4 on top of Odegaard?
Let's do 4 including Odegaard, just to throw a spanner in the works.
Then yeah, so I'd get Odegaard another loan if you can.
Yep.
If not Buendia, he's back on the radar. And then I'd have a deep creator. Do you know Kovacic at Chelsea? We would never get him, but that kind of player. Yeah. You know he can play in the midfield too, but he's got some flair about him. I think we were linked to Alwar a lot last year. He's the kind of player, off the top of my head, I can't really think of any more. Kind of what John McGinn does for Villa. You know, he can play in midfield too, but he's got something about him and he contributes going forward. I think we need that kind of player alongside Partey, more than we do a Basuma, let's say. But yeah, those would be my 4 positions. I think even if Odegaard was still included, I'd still say 2 more midfielders.
Yeah.
I really would. I think that is the area I always think kind of the midfields are the engine room of the team. And if you get that right, it can only go so wrong. And sometimes I think when I look at Man United, part of the reason they're having such a good season is not because there's this great philosophy that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's deployed on them, but because he's got great midfield and he lets them thrive. And in that, you then get the best out of a Rashford, of a Greenwood, out of a Cavani, because you know what? Pogba provides, Fernandes provides, McFred do their job. Like Van der Beek's, McTominay and Fred. Yeah, that's what they call them. It's quite funny.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what they call them. That's good.
That sounds like a sick McDonald's burger. Go on.
Who else you got? Van der Beek. You know what he's going to do. You know he's a good player. And sometimes I just think that if you just address that, you're going a long way towards realising where you kind of want to be as a club.
Awar, Buendia.
If we've got Odegaard, I want Awar.
Okay.
If we don't have Odegaard, I want Buendia.
Thank you very much. Top comment here. Banhammer says we asked you for 4 positions that we need to improve. He says manager, board, midfielder, goalkeeper. Love that. Top comment for me. I'm going to run through some. Zol Fami says goalkeeper, right back, left back, Cam. Said Dula says right back, left back, midfield, and right wing. Karan says RB, right back, CM. Counter-attacking mid and a forward player. Olu says right back, left back. I've just missed it. It's all just run off. But yeah, it's all gone. Jack Ramsey says for me it's Aaron's, Basuma, Buendia, and Eduard.
I'd like Buendia and Aaron's a lot. I think they'd be really good. Are we really rounding up in a few minutes?
Oh, sugar, we're running. Oh, just run out of time, guys. But we're gonna keep. Yep.
Wow.
Sorry. KD says tall striker. These super chats, thank you guys. They are rushing through. Tall striker.
Go on, I'll give you your moment when you're ready.
Thank you. Cam, second left back, first right back, and then centre mid with Partey. Guys, quickly as well, just to let you know, after this show, I'm going to be heading down to the ground to cover, and James, me and James both going down to cover the protest. We don't know what's going on right now there. I haven't seen much what's going on yet on social media, but we'll be there.
I have no idea what's happening, but we'll pop down.
Make sure you check out AFTV's Instagram and the Snapchat. We'll be covering it all as much as we can straight after the show. Yes, let's go straight into my favourite section of the show. Sorry if I've missed some of your comments. It has been turned off. Thank you. Look at you. Supporting me.
Yeah. You've been nice to me. I'll let you have your danger man today.
Look at him. Look at him.
Go on.
Here we go. Danger Man. Cool. So today's Danger Man.
I keep feeling like I'm going to fall off this chair.
I love.
Do you ever have it where you lean back and you're like, whoa?
Yeah,
I have that on these chairs.
Jeez, I'm quite erratic on my 2 feet. I barely stand up properly anyway, so on the chairs just as bad.
All right.
Right, so we've got Matthias Pereira. Said that right? All good. Mateus. Oh, close enough. Age.
How do you pronounce Francois?
Francos,
man. Oh my word.
That was terrible. Age, he's our age, he's 25 years old. Squad number 12, position, attacking midfielder. Would you want him no, not good enough for Arsenal?
A lot of people I've seen sort of on Twitter and stuff would like him at the club. Yeah. Seems decent, yeah.
Yeah, his tallies aren't amazing.
It's not bad.
It's not bad for attacking midfielder.
West Brom look like they lose today, or if they don't, I think they have to win to not get relegated.
Correct.
So
which worries me a lot.
Oh no, they're going to win. Don't worry.
West
Brom aren't getting relegated today. Don't worry. Arsenal will make sure of it. I'm sure. Don't you worry about it.
Oh jeez, he's got 5 goals in 30 appearances, 4 assists.
No one's getting relegated on our watch.
What do we need to do? How do we get 3 points? We've got Arsenal this week. Oh yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
we're good. We're good. He's linked to Aston Villa for 35 million.
It's a
good signing for them. That's a lot of money for. I think it's a lot of money as well.
It is a lot of money.
I think he's about 20 million.
Look, we'll have a better look at him today, won't we?
Yeah, we will. See. Great shout. Yeah. Right, so that's my Danger Man for today, guys. Thank you for watching that. And lastly, we're going to round up with
nothing. That's it.
Oh,
I know. What did you want to do?
I don't know.
Oh,
that's it. Guys, before I wrap
No,
up,
I'm taking the piss. There is, as always, go check out AFTV VIP. Go do your picks.
your
Arsenal
section.
rubbish, but you may as well try to win some money from it. And there's all sorts of shows to watch. As always, Access All Areas, Forever Arsenal podcast, The Press Box, How's Your Touch, Ice Bath, and more. And there's going to be more stuff coming. The VIP app is only going to get better and better. So for £3 a month, you can get all this and more, including all our YouTube stuff for free. So yeah, everyone's filling up the studio now because they're starting 11 shows coming any minute now.
Come say
We've
hello.
got Ty. Is he going to come say hi to everyone?
And Lee, come and just say hello. Say hello to everyone.
How we doing?
But we're live, so just...
Very trendy there.
Okay, let's end this as a squad. Guys, thank you so much for watching the build-up. Make sure you stay tuned for the starting 11. And yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you again very soon.
Remember, Operation Relegate Allardyce.
This week Sunday, Arsenal take on Fulham in the early kickoff, and you can win yourself a share of £500 in AFTV Picks. All you got to do is select your options, and a share of £500 can be yours. Click the link in the description right now. You've got to be over 18, and a share of £500 could be on its way to you.